Footwear is one of the most important elements into putting a great outfit. And I know there's so many different choices, options, colors, textures, sizes, shapes. It can be a little much, having to really go through everything, try to fit everything on, and just finding something that actually fits your style, your wardrobe, something that you can incorporate easily and feel like, okay, you know what? I got this pair and it's gonna last me and carry me through a year or two, depending on the quality of it, obviously. As long as you have these three types of footwear, I believe you can handle pretty much any outfit, any style that you're trying to get into. Well, I'm going to explain my three choices and how exactly I use them. Probably give you guys some tips. First type of footwear, I would say definitely every man should have in their wardrobe. It's going to be a loafer. They're not really like that prominent in the Hispanic community, I would say. Definitely, obviously, I feel like now there's definitely more people getting into it. We're seeing that they're very versatile, very stylish, and I've seen a lot of styles, a lot of textures, and different colors that I feel like they fit well into anybody's outfit or rotation. I like loafers because they're really comfortable, especially during the summertime. I feel like they really give off that summer vibe and pull them off really well. Like I said, they come in many different textures, styles. You have your tassel loafers, your penny loafers. Um, they have like those. I don't know what the other ones are called, but yeah, I'll show a couple of them. I feel like there's a wide range of actually the styles, and then you can pair those up with let's say you want a suede, you want like a leather one, and then you got like the blacks, browns, vitamin grays, tans. I feel like there's this infinite amount of combinations with all those different components to a loafer. Like I said, they're very versatile. You can definitely dress them up, dress them down. If you want to go to something more formal, they're a great piece. For me, I would say if you're gonna start off with like a dark brown suede loafer or like a leather loafer. These two, I feel like they give a really like formal essence, and it gives you that ability to actually style it up. Whereas it's just like other loafers, like let's say you pick like a more like neutral color. I feel like it's a little bit more harder to style it up just because of when you think of formal, you think of like dark, rich colors that are really bold. And then so like with the darker colors and like the leather and the suede, I feel like it obviously gives off that like that wow factor of like, okay, like those are some nice shoes with your nice outfit. You definitely put some thought into dressing up. And then on the flip side, I think it's pretty easily to dress them down, just throw them on with a nice shirt, some jeans, and you got your loafers. And it's definitely a step up from a lot of men. They just kind of like throw on sneakers or like, Nikes. Not like I'm hating on Nikes. I still wear Nikes, but you got to switch it up a little bit. You're going to be wearing Nikes all the time, Vans all the time. It's just kind of like outplayed. Everybody does it. You got to be a little bit different. Got to step out of your comfort zone a little bit. I'm glad I did. Definitely love loafers now. I have quite a few pairs, and definitely probably I would say my favorite type of shoe to wear now. Next style of footwear, I would definitely say that you need. I would say a boot. Boots, really manly, really got that oomph factor to it. Or I feel like a man with the boot is just kind of like textbook style. If you're not wearing boots, what are you doing? Like it's 2026. Get yourself a nice pair of boots. There's lots of styles, sizes, shapes. You got your Chukkas, you got your Chelsea boots, you got like the classic Tims, are really nice. You got like a chunkier, slimmer. You got like the round toe, pointy toe. Like I said, again, infinite amount of styles, textures, colors. You'll definitely find something that fits your style that you'll like and that you'll put into your rotation. My recommendation would be get like a nice Chelsea boot. I feel like they have again they have that adaptability to be formal and casual at the same time, depending on how you want to style it up or down. Um, with the Chelseas, I feel like because they have that slimmer silhouette to it, I feel it fits really well with like a formal outfit, dressing it up, like going out to a nice dinner, nice date. You can wear them to the office. and people are gonna like look at it and be like, okay, it goes really well with your outfits that I would say are more like snug, not snug, but like tighter fitting, where it's not too casual. So a little bit more elevated above casual. And then I flip again. I feel like it kind of falls in line with kind of what I said, the loafers, where you can dress them down with some jeans, maybe some nice chinos. Um, yeah, definitely I would say invest in a nice pair, because I've had some pairs that were kind of cheap. They look great, obviously, because you gotta go for like that non-brand, non-logo type of look. So it doesn't really have any logos on it. But I would find out like throughout the day, wearing them all day. I feel like I've worn to work a couple times, where by the end of the day my foot was like hurting, like just because of I feel like the material and the actual way the boot was made, as compared to like when I wear like a nicer Chelsea boot. Definitely feel less stress, less soreness on my actual foot. But yeah, like I said, very versatile. Again, I would probably say go for like a darker color, just because it'll fit like that rich, formal vibe when you're trying to dress it up. It'll be a lot easier on yourself. Last type of footwear is going to be something you definitely need to go with, like a minimalistic, like sneaker, just because sometimes you don't want your footwear to be the centerpiece of your outfit. You're probably going to wear like a loud shirt, some nice pants that you want to have be like the eye catcher of your outfit. That way, it balances out really well when you have a minimalistic sneaker, which is just like, okay, like, that's kind of like a supporting piece to your outfit, where it's not going to be like you're too loud, you're too crazy, at least for my style. Maybe obviously that's not for everybody. But like I said, these are the three shoes that I'm recommending everyone should have. Yeah, obviously with sneakers, it's definitely going to be more of a casual vibe. This is kind of more of like your everyday wear, where you're just going to go out, run some errands. You need to go to the coffee shop real quick, go buy some groceries, go meet up with some friends real quick, like, spontaneously. Definitely something you can just throw on with like a nice shirt, button up, whatever, sweater, and it'll fit really well. Again, a lot of styles. Obviously, when I'm saying the minimalistic, I'm going for like the white leather sneakers. Really don't really have too much color or too much design on them. I actually like went like a little bit more of like, I guess I would say my styles. I actually went for the V-Jaws. If you've seen my videos before, you know that I always talk about them. They're just a great shoe. They're really comfortable. They've lasted me a long time, and like I've had them for more than a year. Well, I think almost 2 years now, and I don't really see any like creases on them. Like, how sometimes you get sneakers and like right away they get really creased along the top, and it just makes this shoe like look really distressed and disheveled, and it kind of like, it's one of the things that girls will look at is how well you can cover your shoes. And if they look like, they've been stomped on through the mud and like gone through the trenches, they're going to think twice about giving you that second date. But yeah, definitely invest in a nice quality leather minimalistic sneaker. Trust me, that's going to be helpful for those days where you're just kind of like in a rush, or you're just kind of like, oh, I don't want to, dress up too crazy. I just want something nice, casual, comfortable. Boom, you throw on your shirt, pants, put on those minimalistic sneakers, and trust me, you're gonna look 20 times better than most of the men out here who are just kind of throwing on whatever athletic sneaker or any kind of like crazy color sneaker. Obviously, sometimes they work if you put some thought into it. All right, so those are my three recommendations of three pieces of footwear that every man should have to put better outfits together. Definitely, kind of. I feel like this is just kind of like a starting point. Like I said, different styles, different textures, sizes, whatever. Once you get your basics, you feel comfortable wearing those boots, wearing those loafers. Definitely, get yourself another pair, dabble into, mix it up a little bit. I definitely have. I've gone through so many loafers now. But yeah, hope you guys liked the video. Hope this helps you guys out, and see you guys in the next one.